In this video, guys, we shall be taking a look at the 2016 animated DreamWorks movie Kung Fu Panda 3, which is the third installment in the Kung Fu Panda franchise. So without further ado, let's get into today's review. Let's get into it. So I thought then that this animated movie was awesome. I felt it packed a punch. And I think in the Kung Fu Panda franchise, it did better than I originally thought it would. And I feel that it built upon what Kung Fu Panda did exceptionally well. And I think that the Po meeting his father really worked. And I didn't really expect it to in that particular way that it did. And I think the way it came together, them two, and because it was intriguing how these two would get along, because they haven't seen each other in a long time, and Paul probably can't even remember what his father looks like, and to see him in the flesh, the two just hit off massively well. And I feel that the reveal of Ugly sending Po's father to Po was exceptionally well, in my opinion, and it worked a treat. On this, Ugly sort of knew that Po would not be able to take down Kai by himself, and that he would need backup from his family and from a load of other pandas. And so Ugly know that he had the power within him to be what he was prophesized to be, and that he could be able to be a good leader, that he was going to be able to become somebody that was going to help in a massive way and become quite a powerful Kung Fu master, and be able to train others that aren't even experienced at any level. As he basically just turns around and says, do what you're good at. And when they do that, it just works. As he was trying to teach something that he couldn't teach, and instead he just taught them just a lesson, which was just of do what you can do, and do it well. Basically that retrospective things, and that really worked, I felt. And I felt that Ugly had a big part in that, and I think that element of the movie was really interesting. To me, I felt that Kai was probably the best villain out of the three movie villains that we have seen in total. As we saw Tylung and we saw Lord Shen so far in the movie franchise, and I believe that Tylung was a great villain. However, he was easily defeated in the end battle and really didn't put much of a fight up, to be perfectly honest, and was sort of an easy villain for Po and not really a big threat. In regards to Lord Shen, felt he was a huge threat and there was no way he was going to be able to overcome him. However, he was still mortal, so there was a big chance he could overcome the odds and defeat him because it was all in the prophecy. However, the third one seemed less likely, as Kai was an unstoppable machine of a animal, let's say, and he was supernatural. He looked unstoppable as he captured most of the Furious Five apart from Tigress. I think that element of Po eventually overcoming this villain that seemed unstoppable, was great. How they made it so that he couldn't do it alone. The other two, he did it alone. This one, he had to have his family, he had to have the help from everybody else, of his friends, family, anybody who could help him in gaining the power and giving Po the power to be able to defeat this monster. I felt was brilliant. I think it worked out a treat and made a great ending for this movie. And I've seen that they're going to do a fourth movie, which I'm intrigued, but also I don't want them to make the same mistake as Shrek, in which is making another sequel for the sake of making another sequel. If they've got a brilliant story that can continue what these three have done, go ahead. However, you've got to realise these three have been solid so far. They haven't gone wrong. People might say the second one was a bit but I watched it on a rewatch and it was brilliant, and we've obviously done the review for that, so check that out down in the description. And yeah, I think this movie should have been the perfect end. So it's going to be amazing to see what happens in this Kung Fu Panda 4 movie, but I hope they don't mess it up too much, as this has been a fantastic franchise to watch through. Finally, then, I thought the actors and actresses were brilliant, as we saw the likes of Bryan Cranston, we saw the likes of Dustin Hoffman, Angelina Jolie, J.K. Simmons, Jackie Chan, Seth Rogen, Lucy Liu, David Cross, James Hong and Kate Hudson, in which were all brilliant in this particular movie. So to summarise this third instalment in the Kung Fu Panda franchise, I thought it was brilliant, thought it packed a good, decent punch, hence why I rate this movie a 7.4 out of 10 and a world-class film. So let me know down in the comments down below what your thoughts are. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it amazing? Is it terrible? Let me know down in the comments down below, please. Also, we have noticed not enough people have been smashing that subscribe button, please. So don't forget to do that, please. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Laters.